Hey everyone, Pastor Creflo Dollar has recently commented on the ongoing debate surrounding gospel artist Leandria Johnson. Johnson had previously voiced her concerns regarding certain church practices, which many perceived as a critique of Pastor Dollar. Her remarks ignited discussions within the gospel community, resulting in a variety of responses and debates. In his reply, Pastor Dollar seeks to address these concerns, aiming to dispel misunderstandings and share his viewpoint on the issues raised. The video serves as his formal statement on the subject, providing insights into his position and directly confronting the controversy. Additionally, Creflo Dollar, an American preacher known for advocating tithing, has recently changed his stance, encouraging his congregation to disregard the books, tapes, and videos he previously produced on the subject. The prosperity preacher acknowledged that he has been preaching an incorrect gospel regarding tithes, emphasizing that tithing is a teaching from the Old Testament that is no longer applicable to New Testament believers. During a recent Sunday sermon titled The Great Misunderstanding, he referenced Romans 6:14 from the Holy Bible to illustrate that Christians now live under grace rather than the laws of the Old Testament. He quoted, "For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace." He clarified that while he does not advocate for Christians to diminish their giving, he believes that tithing is an Old Testament concept. In a moment that has profoundly impacted the gospel community, Pastor Creflo Dollar has finally addressed Leandria Johnson's candid and public admission of her struggles with alcohol. What many perceived as a personal plea for assistance has now transformed into a wider dialogue, one that questions long-standing notions of what gospel leadership should embody. Leandria Johnson, celebrated for her powerful voice and unvarnished honesty, has always been open about her imperfections. However, when she openly confessed to her battle with alcoholism, many in the gospel community were taken aback. It was not merely the admission itself, it was the bravery to expose her vulnerabilities to those who often expect perfection from spiritual leaders. For several months, Pastor Creflo Dollar chose to remain silent. Yet, when he finally spoke about Johnson's confession during a recent sermon, his remarks were nothing short of groundbreaking. "This is not the time to cast stones," Dollar asserted. "It's the time to reflect on what grace truly looks like in leadership." Dollar's statements transcended the individual case of Leandria. They were a commentary on the church as a whole. He challenged the antiquated belief that associates righteousness with being without flaws, and instead advocated for a gospel that acknowledges human struggles as integral to spiritual development. This moment has sparked a surge of conversations. Can leaders in the gospel be open about their struggles? Is admitting faults a sign of weakness or a demonstration of strength? Are churches prepared to stand by their leaders during difficult times rather than forsaking them at the first indication of flaws? As both Dollar and Johnson embrace their authenticity, they symbolize a significant transformation in gospel culture, one that advocates for greater compassion and understanding, reduced theatrics, and increased genuineness. Most crucially, it promotes a leadership paradigm that embodies the inherent imperfections and beauty of the gospel. Thank you for your attention. Thanks for watching.